Let's start with the truth. Women rarely make the first move, but that doesn't mean we don't want to be approached. In fact, it often happens that when a woman is looking at her phone, fixing her hair, or seeming busy, she's secretly hoping a man will notice her. She simply won't say it directly, and that's exactly where so many well-intentioned men miss the signal. Here's the controversial part. Women constantly send out signals, but most men are either too anxious, too distracted, or too afraid of rejection to pick up on them. When you don't catch these signals, the opportunity vanishes. You might think she's not interested, when in reality, she's giving you every possible green light. Women express their interest through subtle body language. We rarely say, "I like you, come talk to me," because that would make us feel too exposed. Instead, we use glances, posture, and energy in the form of small cues that mean, "I'm open, I'm intrigued, I see you." But if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss them every time. Welcome to Relationship Psychology. Today, I'm going to reveal all of this from a woman's perspective. These slight changes in body language that most men overlook, but that every woman does on purpose. By the end, you'll know how to spot when a woman wants you to approach her. And more importantly, how to do it in a way that intrigues her and makes her feel at ease without pressuring her or scaring her off. Let's explore what women really say when they say nothing at all. Her eyes are the first invitation. Let's be honest, most men underestimate the power of a woman's gaze when she's attracted. You think she's just looking around or being polite. But if a woman maintains steady eye contact with you and holds it a second longer, she's silently inviting you to come closer. That brief moment of prolonged eye contact is her way of saying, "I've noticed you, and it doesn't bother me if you notice me too." When a woman finds a man attractive, her gaze softens. She doesn't just look at you, she looks into you. You'll feel it. There's a difference between a casual glance and a lingering look. If she looks at you then quickly turns away with a slight smile, it's not shyness, it's subtle curiosity. And if she does it several times, it's deliberate. Women are fully aware of their surroundings, and we don't repeat eye contact by accident. Now, if she looks at you, then pretends to look elsewhere but keeps glancing at you from the corner of her eye, she's testing to see if you'll make the first move. Women often do this because we avoid seeming too direct while still wanting to be noticed. Our eyes speak first, long before our words. There's also the searching gaze. When a woman scans a room, spots you, then holds her gaze for a fraction of a second before acting like it wasn't intentional, it's not random. It's interest. She's checking if you have enough confidence to catch the signal and act on it. If you're unsure, here's what to do. Hold her gaze just long enough for her to sense your assurance. Then offer a calm smile and look away. Avoid extremes. Don't stare intensely. Balance is key. Too much eye contact seems aggressive. Too little suggests disinterest. Women love when a man picks up on this silent exchange, when he reads the atmosphere beyond the obvious signs. The eyes are our way of testing your awareness because a woman who keeps crossing your gaze doesn't do it without reason. She's opening a door softly saying, "If you want to approach me, now's the time." So if you catch her looking at you, don't overthink it. Just remember that when her eyes linger, she's not just looking, she's inviting. Her body turns towards you, even without words. Body orientation says more than words ever could. When a woman wants you to approach her, her body naturally opens toward you, shoulders slightly turned, torso facing your direction, and feet subtly pointed your way. These cues happen unconsciously, but they're powerful indicators of interest. Most men miss them completely because they only focus on whether a woman smiles or talks. But in reality, the decision is made before the first word. When a woman's body faces you, she's signaling comfort, openness, and curiosity. If she's sitting, she might uncross her arms or shift her posture towards you. If she's standing, you'll notice her torso aligning with yours, not turned away. It's not dramatic, it's subtle but intentional. You can also pay attention to how long she stays near you. If she constantly finds ways to remain close, even without conversation, that's another body signal. She might fix her hair, adjust her clothes, or slightly sway her hips while standing. All these gestures unconsciously draw your attention. Women know their presence has an effect, and when we're near an attractive man, we want to be seen. We'll orient our body to make it easier for you. Here's something most men never realize. Even if a woman is talking to someone else, if her feet are still pointed toward you, her attention isn't fully where it seems. Our feet tell the truth, even when our faces hide it. So if you're unsure about approaching, notice the direction her body is leaning. It's often a clearer signal than words. When a woman turns her body towards you, it's not just physical, it's psychological permission. She's silently saying, "You have my attention now." Show me if you're confident enough to take it. Subtle smiles that show she's testing you. When it comes to attraction, a woman's smile can mean 100 different things. And if you don't know how to read it, you'll miss your chance. You see, many men think a smiling woman is just being polite. But believe me, when a woman is attracted, her smile changes. It becomes softer, slower, and lingers just a bit too long to be casual. There's a specific kind of smile women use when they're testing the waters. Not a big obvious grin, but a slight teasing curve that fades when you look away. It's the kind of smile that says, I see you. Now let's see if you're confident enough to do something about it. That's what I mean when I say women test through subtlety. We don't need to say a word. Our energy speaks for us. A woman who wants you to approach won't stand there looking serious or distant. She'll use micro-expressions, slight changes in her mouth, her eyes softening for a moment, maybe a playful lip bite while holding your gaze. It's her way of signaling comfort, curiosity, and a touch of vulnerability, a mix that draws men in. But here's the catch. We also want to see if you're calm enough to handle it. If she smiles and you instantly get nervous or rush over, you've failed the test. Women are attracted to men who can handle that silent tension without cracking. That's what makes the smile a test. It's not just an invitation, it's a filter. So when a woman smiles at you, hold eye contact briefly. Let your lips form a natural small smile, then look away first. That balance, confident but controlled, tells her you see her without being desperate for her attention. And believe me, that difference is crucial. A real smile of interest isn't random. It happens when she's already noticed you and is now trying to create a small moment of connection. It can happen across the room, in passing, or during brief eye contact, but it's always intentional. And if she smiles after catching you looking at her, that's your confirmation. She's signaling safety, that she's open to your energy, that she's comfortable with your presence. So stop overthinking what you'll say. Learn to read the moment. When a woman gives you that slow, knowing smile, not the polite one, but the one that feels almost private, it's not coincidence. It's her way of saying, I'm interested. Are you confident enough to approach me? When she uses her hair and hands to draw you in. Let's be honest. A woman's body language can say things she'll never say out loud. And one of the clearest ways to show attraction is how she uses her hair and hands. These movements might seem random, but they're rarely accidental. They're instinctive. When a woman wants you to notice her body starts speaking for her through small, repetitive gestures that draw attention to her femininity. Think about it. When she plays with her hair, tucks it behind her ear, or lets it fall over her shoulder, she's not just fixing it. That movement highlights her neck, face, and lips. 3 areas that unconsciously communicate softness, attraction, and vulnerability. It's not always deliberate flirting. Sometimes it's her body's reaction to nervous excitement or curiosity. But either way, it's a sign she's aware of your presence. Now, also watch her hands. An attracted woman might lightly touch her neck while looking at you, run her fingers along her collarbone, or fiddle with her jewelry, rings, bracelets, or the rim of her glass. These movements subtly release tension, but they're also highly visual. She's drawing attention to her body without fully realizing it. When she's comfortable, her gestures slow down and become fluid. But if she's unsure or testing you, they'll be more nervous. Quick hair movements, clothing adjustments, finger tapping. The key is the energy behind the movement. If she's opening up more, showing her wrists, exposing her neck, keeping hands visible instead of crossed, she's signaling trust and openness. And here's something most men don't realize. Women rarely touch their hair or skin around men who don't interest them. It's not that we can't. It's just that we don't feel the need. Attraction heightens self-awareness. When someone appeals to us, we become conscious of how we look, move, and the energy we give off. These small gestures are the body's way of saying, I want to feel beautiful in front of you. So when you see a woman playing with her hair, adjusting her necklace, or gently tracing her fingers along her arm while holding eye contact, don't ignore it. It's a green light wrapped in feminine subtlety. But remember, not every hair movement means attraction. Context matters. Is she looking at you while doing it? Does her energy shift when you pass by? If she's engaging you with her body language and not just existing in the same space, that's your signal. A woman's hands and hair say what words won't. They whisper interest long before she says hello. The question is, are you confident enough to notice how her movements around you reveal everything? A woman's movements tell you more about her attraction than words ever could. Many men focus on what she says, but the truth lies in how she moves when you're there. If she's interested, her body naturally reacts to your presence. She might not even realize it, but her energy starts directing towards you, and if you're attentive, you'll see it as clear as day. Picture this. You enter a room and a woman subtly repositions herself into your field of vision. Maybe she was at one end of the bar, but now she's closer. Maybe she was talking to friends, but suddenly she's turned your way, body oriented toward you, attention subtly shifting in your direction. It's not coincidence, it's instinct. When a woman is attracted, she'll create proximity while making it seem accidental. She might slowly walk past you, brush your arm, or stand close enough for you to feel her presence. She's testing the space between you, seeing if you'll pick up on her energy or remain unaware. That's how women approach without approaching. Another key sign is how her posture changes around an attractive man. She'll naturally stand taller, tilt her chin slightly down, or lean forward when talking. It's her way of appearing more feminine, more present. Even her steps become more intentional, fluid, slower, a bit more graceful. Attraction makes women want to be seen, and that awareness shows in every subtle movement. But here's the delicate part. Women also use movement to protect themselves. If she's interested but hesitant, she might stay physically close while avoiding direct eye contact, almost as if letting her energy speak before her words. It's her way of saying, I feel something, but I need to know I can show it safely. And men often misread this. They think she's ignoring them or uninterested when really, she's watching. She's waiting to see if you'll act with calm confidence, or like so many others who rush at the first hint of tension. The more centered and grounded you stay, the more her movements will turn toward you. The power of stillness. When she stops moving, pay attention. Sometimes the strongest sign a woman wants you to approach is silence, stillness, and most men miss it entirely. You see, we're taught to look for movement, smiles, hair playing, lingering looks. But what if I told you the real signal sometimes comes when a woman suddenly becomes still near you? When she pauses what she's doing, as if her energy freezes for a second. That's when something is happening inside her. Let me explain how it works. When a woman feels attraction, her body becomes hyper-aware of her surroundings, especially when the man enters her space. That awareness can make her freeze mid-movement. Her posture straightens slightly, her breathing changes. She might suddenly stop talking, typing on her phone or fidgeting. Not because she's bored, but because she senses your presence. It's instinctive. That pause is her body's way of saying something has shifted. It's subtle but powerful. Women often feel a sudden heightened awareness when an attractive man is nearby. And that moment of stillness is her way of grounding herself, processing the attraction, and quietly waiting to see what you'll do. When a woman likes you, she doesn't want to ruin the moment by seeming too eager. She won't chase you or make it too obvious. Instead, she'll let you feel her presence. She becomes more deliberate. Her eyes might turn toward you. Her voice might soften, or her body stays perfectly still, almost suspended in curiosity and anticipation. But here's what separates confident men from the rest. They notice the pause. They don't mistake it for disinterest. They recognize that subtle tension, that energy shift, as the green light it is. They hold eye contact for a second, offer a calm, grounded smile, and then take that step forward. The truth is, women often show interest by not moving away. She could have shifted, turned her back, walked off, but she didn't. She stayed. That stillness means she's allowing the moment to happen, giving you space to lead. You need to understand something crucial. Stillness in a woman isn't always shyness. It's an invitation through restraint. It's her feminine energy meeting your masculine energy halfway, quietly asking, will you notice? So the next time a woman becomes still near you, don't overthink it. That pause could be your moment. She's not frozen because she's uninterested. She's frozen because she's feeling something. And if you respond with calm, confident energy, no rushing, no acting, you'll see the stillness break into a smile, a look, or a soft laugh that says, you passed the test. Stillness is attraction in disguise. Most men miss it. The ones who don't are the ones women can't stop thinking about afterward. The mistake most men make when she gives the signal. Let's talk about where so many men ruin the moment as soon as she sends the signal. Because the truth is, women rarely make their interest obvious. We send hints, we test, we give subtle openings for you to take the lead. And what you do next determines whether attraction builds or dies instantly. Most men fail for one of two reasons. Either they do nothing because they overthink, or they overreact and rush in like they've already won. Both kill the tension attraction depends on. When a woman gives you the signal, whether it's that lingering look, small smile, or pause in movement, she's really handing you control. She's saying, I'm open now. Show me you're steady enough to handle it. It's your cue to move forward with calm confidence, not to switch into performance mode. You see, the common mistake is assuming that because she's interested, she wants immediate pursuit. But that's not how female attraction works. Interest doesn't mean she wants to be pounced on. It means she wants to feel attracted. She wants that slow, steady pull, not an explosion of desperation. When a man gets too excited and rushes, it tells her something deeper, that her attention was the prize, not her as a person. It instantly breaks the emotional connection. Because for a woman, confidence isn't just in how you walk or talk. It's in whether you can stay calm when the energy gets real. Here's the kind of man women remember. The one who sees her signal, responds with quiet certainty, and approaches in a way that's intentional, not reactive. He doesn't stutter, hesitate, or ask, "Were you looking at me?" He simply walks up with relaxed energy, starts a natural conversation, and lets his calm presence speak. And the twist: if you completely ignore the signal, she'll likely assume you're not interested or not confident enough. That's when she'll close off, pull back, and you'll never get another chance. Because for a woman, rejection by inaction hurts the same as rejection by words. So when she gives you that subtle invitation, through eyes, body, or stillness, meet her halfway. Not too much, not too little. Just lead. She wants to feel your composure more than your charm. She wants to see you stay grounded in the attention, not thrown off by her beauty or signals. That's what makes her respect you, trust you, and think about you long after. Because in her mind, real confidence isn't loud, it's felt. And if she feels it from you, you won't be forgotten. Here's the deeper truth. Women avoid making it too obvious that we want a man to approach. We like feeling courted but not chased, desired but not objectified. That's why we use body language, these almost invisible cues, to create that unspoken tension that separates confident men from uncertain ones. The real difference isn't in how fast you act, it's in your level of awareness. Most men go through life missing every signal a woman sends. They wait for certainty, a neon sign saying, "You appeal to me." But attraction doesn't work that way. Attraction lives in the subtle moments, the gaze that lingers too long, the stillness that feels heavy, the way her body subtly turns toward you. If you can read those signs and act with calm, grounded confidence, you instantly stand out from every other man. You become the one who seems sure, who understands energy, who doesn't need reassurance to move. It's rare, and it's exactly what makes a woman keep thinking about you long after you're gone. So here's my personal challenge for you. Stop doubting what you see. Start noticing. Watch how women move, how they pause, how their eyes change when they see you. And if this has opened your eyes, leave a comment below. Tell me which sign you've already noticed or the one you missed in the past. I'll read them all, and I can't wait to hear your stories. Because once you learn to see the truth behind a woman's body language, you'll never miss your chance again.